session, August 6th, 2024, 4:30 PM.
Yeah.
Let the minutes reflect that all board members are present. And Mrs. Farley, I'd like to ask you if you would lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, item 3, approval of agenda and adjustments. The notice of this meeting, it was published here in the board office, the required amount of time, and it was available for the public. It was not put up on our website. However, according to the Ethics Commission and their website, the only thing required for an open meeting, and to be in compliance with the Open Meetings Act is that the agenda be posted in a public place at the central office and having copies of the agenda available during regular business hours. So we met that requirement. However, our policy 2B1 for board meetings does state that we post that on the website as well. For the sake of the best interest of our schools and getting these personnel in place, I'm going to make a motion that just for this meeting, we forego the requirements in our policy and we go with the requirements on the Ethics Commission website regarding open meetings.
Second.
Okay, so there's a motion by myself, seconded by Mr. McBride, that for this meeting only, we forego the requirements of posting the agenda on the website and go with the Open Meetings Act requirements on the West Virginia Ethics Commission website. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, abstaining. So let the minutes reflect by 5-0 vote that that motion has been approved. Are there any adjustments or approval of the agenda at this point?
Motion, we approve the agenda as read.
There's a motion by Mr. Brogan, seconded by Mrs. Harvey to approve the agenda as read. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, abstaining. Let the minutes reflect by 5-0 vote that the agenda has been approved as read. Item 4A, under new business, personnel items, we have before us resignations. We have before us Jumping Branch Pre-K, middle school volleyball coach, Hinton area aide, and a director. This director is the one we had approved previous. It's just a change of the date from July 30 to August 1.
I make a motion, we accept superintendent's recommendation.
Second.
We have a motion by Mr. McBride, seconded by Mrs. Farley to accept the superintendent's recommendation. Is there any discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, abstaining. Let the minutes reflect by 5-0 vote that the superintendent recommendation has been approved. Item 4B, personnel items for employment. We have professional personnel, names listed there. We have substitute service personnel. We have no one for that position, and we have no one for substitute professional personnel. We do have coaches, 3 coaches listed there, and in auxiliary positions.
I'll make a motion, we accept the superintendent's recommendations for personnel.
Second.
Have a motion by Mr. Brogan, seconded by Mrs. Farley, that we accept the superintendent's recommendation for personnel. Any discussion?
I don't know how to do this. I said, make a motion that we go into executive session based on code 6-9A-4.
Okay, so would you like to withdraw yours, or do you want to amend his?
Yeah, I can withdraw.
Okay. So Mr. Brogan withdraws his motion, and Mrs. Harvey, you want to make your motion?
Yeah, I'd like to make a motion that we go into executive session based on West Virginia Code 6-9A-4, under personnel, paragraph 2.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Mrs. Harvey, seconded by Mr. McBride, that we go into executive session for West Virginia Code 6-9A-4 personnel. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstaining? Let the minutes reflect by a 5-0 vote, we will go into executive session. The time is 4:36 PM. All right, so ready, mister? The time is 4:53. We will call this regular meeting back to session. Executive session adjourned at 4:51. We were just slow walking back, so we're all getting older. So before us, we now have personnel employment for professional personnel and employment for coaches and auxiliary positions as well.
To mess up that ink, I'll make the motion that we accept the superintendent's recommendations.
One second.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor by Mr. Brogan, seconded by Mrs. Farley to accept the superintendent's recommendations for personnel hiring. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Opposed, abstaining. Let the minutes reflect by 5-0 vote that the superintendent's recommendations for personnel have been approved. Mr. McBride, item 5 is yours.
All right. I make a motion, we adjourn. The time is 4:54.
All right.